Hello Tarot Rebels, and welcome to today's Pick a Card, Pick a Group, Pick a Crystal reading. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and I'm super happy to see you all joining us today. Today I'm going to do a reading the month ahead for August, the predictions for August. So let's see what you can expect in the month to come, how you can accept the change that's coming your way, how you can transition to achieve your goals and your wishes and your desires and your hopes, and how you can manifest this new type of life that's coming your way. Today we are going to have 4 groups. So you can see here we have group 1 with the Sasuraibito tarot and this Agate slice, which is a beautiful turquoise color. Hope you can see it. Second group is the White Fly tarot with this Dendritic limestone. Third group is the Mystic Mondays tarot with this Rhodonite palmstone. And the fourth group is the Transient light tarot deck. I think I just posted a video walkthrough of this deck if you're interested to see more, with this beautiful obsidian, snowflake obsidian. So now is the time when you can pause the video and decide which deck or stone, or maybe a different deck and a different stone call to you, and you can pause the video right now. Please remember to follow your intuition, follow your gut. It will lead you to the message you need to hear. This is, of course, not limited to one group. As I said, you can choose 2 or more groups, or you can revisit the message at a later time if that suits you. And I'll leave the timestamps in the description box down below, as well as in the comment section, so you can easily guide yourself through the timestamps. And please remember that this is a timeless reading. This is a general one, so it may not apply to everyone. If it doesn't fully resonate, don't force it. Just take the message that you need to hear in this moment and apply it to your situation. And to close this off, and I'll just let you be, please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only, and I am not qualified to offer any legal, financial, or medical advice, right? So do remember that. If you want to contact me, you can leave a comment in the description box down below, in the comment section down below, or you can drop me an email, send me a message on Instagram, or on Facebook. You have loads of options, again, in the description box down below. So that's about it, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello group 1, and welcome to your reading. I am Michaela, and I'm super happy to see you joining us. Today we have this beautiful slice of agate and the Sasuraibito tarot for you. Let's see what are the messages you need to hear in the month to come. This is a timeless reading, so please remember that it's not tied to a specific time. I'm just filming it before August 2021, but you can revisit the message whenever you need it. So please remember that the messages are not for everyone. They are for some of you, and if they don't match your situation 100%, this means that you didn't need to hear the full message right now. Okay, let's see. Come on, group 1. What's in your focus? Okay, in your focus we have Temperance. You might be trying to find a way to find peace within yourself, find moderation. Look at this person pouring from one cup into the other, trying to balance things out, trying to find an equilibrium, internal equilibrium. So you might feel like you have to achieve that within yourself and with the exterior as well. Let's see, what do you need to let go of group 1? And you said group 2, I don't know why. Interesting. You're in this energy of trying to balance things out. You need to let go of this desire to control the outcome, this desire to have everything fall into place the way you want it to. The Two of Pentacles is a card of balance, is a card of reciprocity, is a card of juggling responsibilities, and it's like you're at odds with your conscious and yourself. You're focusing on being this person, this very balanced, temperate person, but at the same time, this is something you need to release. This is something you need to let go of, right? Let's see. What supports you in the month ahead? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Again, releasing control. You need to learn that you don't always have to control what's happening in your life. You can just accept the fate that's coming your way, your destiny, your karma. This is the Wheel of Fortune. It's a very different dynamic between these two cards. Like this person in the Temperance card, I feel like they're very hard-headed and stubborn, trying to achieve what they want to achieve. So you're very set on accomplishing this goal, and obviously it's the energy that guides you. At the same time, the supporting energy is accepting the fate, accepting the destiny that's coming your way, and embracing it with an open heart. Look at this person, so vulnerable, with their heart open, with their heart on their sleeves. You can say like that. And they're not resisting anything that's happening, any of the changes that are coming their way. They're not resisting that whatsoever. Let's see. What other opportunities you might have? Group 2, group 1. I keep saying group 2. Maybe check the group 2 reading when you're done with this, because I keep wanting to say group 2, so there might be a message for you there as well. So in terms of other opportunities, you have the Knight of Swords, which is a beautiful energy. It's a message that's being clearly communicated, and I like the presence of the butterflies on this person's eyes, and the sword right in the middle, right, kind of gives me the impression that there's a balance there. There's fairness and openness, but also there's transformation, because butterflies do represent transformation, right? And there's a lot of blue in these cards. I think blue is the color of the throat chakra. Communication is very important for you, and also with the orange hues here, make sure that your sacral chakra is also balanced. So think of your identity and how you perceive yourself, and how deeply rooted you're in your identity, and how you communicate this persona. This is very important for you in the month to come. Let's see what challenges you might face. Group 1, the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of wisdom in a way, right? It's a card of sacred knowledge. It is a card of mystery. It's ruling over the subconscious mind, and there is a clear transition in your personality in the month to come, where you go from the need of having this control, the need of having this balance, and to have things so very well laid out in your life, and then you kind of move into the energy of being accepting of the unknown, of the subconscious, of the intuition, letting the unknown guide you. And this is where it seems you are heading right now. Let's see. What do I want to know? Let's clarify the cards, please. So, Temperance is a card of Sagittarius. The King of Wands is also a card of a fire sign. You potentially might be a fire sign because the Wheel of Fortune is also ruled by Jupiter, right? This is a reminder that you can still be who you are without wanting things to be laid out the way you want them to. You can still be who you are without things falling into perfect places the way you envision them. Yes, the King of Wands is a visionary king, and he's an amazing ruler with amazing vision and well liked by his people, but also you're allowed to make mistakes. Yes, it's nice to have moderation and balance in our lives, but sometimes things don't go as planned, and we need to be able to accept this. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles clarified by the Five of Wands. This quest for internal balance within you, it's making you conflicted. The Five of Wands is always about conflict. It's a card of action. It's a card of I don't want to say interruption, but that's the first word that I heard it. So if this means something to you, then you take it if that's important. But the Five of Wands is a card of disruption. It always creates conflict, right? It always brings noise into the forefront. So please be mindful of that. Don't try to fit yourself into boxes that you've created for yourself, because it kind of feels like that with the Temperance and the Two of Pentacles. You're trying to fit yourself into very tiny square boxes, and that's not necessarily who you are at this moment. Ace of Swords, clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. So, clarity is present. Once this idea clicks in with you, you're just gonna embrace the change, whatever is coming your way, good or bad. If right now your situation is not in a positive way, you might feel inclined to embrace the change and roll with the punches here with the Wheel of Fortune. Again, if the situation is positive for you, and things change, you will embrace this transition and think of creative ways, let's call them that, of getting out of this troubled situation, right? Knight of Pentacles, clarifying the Knight of Swords. Again, you seem to embrace this this sharp character that you seem to embody, that you seem to manifest at this moment. This Knight of Pentacles is a Knight of cautiousness, and it's the slowest knight of the deck. That doesn't mean communication cannot happen swiftly and efficiently. It just means that you might plan things more than usual just because you want to make sure that things go the way you want them to. Let's see, let's clarify the High Priestess, clarified by the Four of Wands, right? So, High Priestess, always about that mystery, always about that subconscious, always about that sacred wisdom. It will offer you a solid foundation here with the Four of Wands. You just need to trust the process, because it looks like you're you're going somewhere you need to go. In this case, it has a very positive outcome. You just need to trust the process and stop trying to control it so tightly. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome challenges? Okay, I have 3 cards for you today. This is the first one that popped out, exchanging gifts. So maybe this is a time where you are a bit more generous with others, right? The second card was the fates, so please be mindful of that. This is again a reminder of that wheel of fortune. Embrace the change, whatever, in whichever way it comes towards you, because this might help the transition go smoothly for you. And the last card is regeneration. Despite the conflicts that are caused within you, there is room for growth, there is room for regeneration, there is room for transformation, so please be mindful of that. I will get 2 more cards to see what you need to pay attention to if you want your dreams to come true. Let's see, group 1. Door to personal healing and happiness. So, if you want your dreams to come true, you need to take care of yourself first. You need to put yourself first, and you need to go through a period of self-care, self-evolution, self-development, self everything, right? And the 5th chakra, again, as I said, this is the throat chakra with all the blue. Be mindful of how you communicate things, and also I'm hearing how you perceive things, because that's also important. If you have triggers, if you know them, if you're aware of them, just be mindful of them, because sometimes our interpretation is very personal when the situation doesn't necessarily require it, right? Okay, I will get you a couple more tarot cards to see how's your love, career, and finances in the month to come. And use the second ages. It has become so hard to shuffle. As you can see, it's a tiny deck. But let's see. Okay, come on, group 1. What do you need to know in terms of love, career, and finances? Love, you have again the High Priestess. Let's see, for the career for group 1. The Empress, very abundant. And the finances for group 1, please. You have the Ace of Swords again. So you have some repeat cards, and those just further amplify the messages. With the High Priestess and twice and the Empress here, I kind of get the impression that some of you might be in a third-party situation, because the High Priestess is usually the Mistress card. So be mindful of that if that's your situation, or if you know it. If you don't know it, there's nothing you can do, right? But things will be revealed. Not sure if hearts will be broken, but maybe for some of you they will be. Things are not always black and white. I'm looking at these 2 pillars here. So you might hear some things that aren't necessarily pleasant for you, but I think they will just give you the impulse you needed to move ahead, right? with the Empress here in the position for your career, it looks like things are progressing in a very prosperous way. Anything you want, I see professional growth if that's what you want, or maybe even a raise if that's what you want. Now's the time to ask for it, because it looks like it will be a very positive outcome with this. In terms of finances, with the Ace of Swords, it looks like you will get a new idea, a new inspiration for you to grow your business, or how to make more money, or invest money in something else, or maybe, I don't know, you put together a plan on how to track I don't know, football matches. What do I know? I don't know much about that, but there are things you will be mindful of and you will use as inspiration. Let's see, one last card for group 1, please. One last card. You have psychic abilities. That's again a card of the High Priestess. Something that you don't know will be revealed to you. And I will get one last piece of advice from this deck. Okay, one last piece of advice for group 1, please. You get Devil's Bit Scabiosa, right? Give me 1 second, I will go get the book and read you this bit. Okay, so I'm back. This is Scabiosa is Devil's Bit, a card steering readers to persist against the corrosive temper of envy. Malevolent forces lurk, fearing your potential for goodwill. It may be too late, your idealism may already be maimed, but fractured roots still flourish, and often in new directions. Also, this is on page 13. For some reason, I'm inclined to tell you that. Let's see what other numbers you have. You don't have any 13s, but this is on page 13. The Temperance is card 14, and this is the Devil follows the Temperance at number 15. So I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Maybe this is something relevant to you, I'm not sure, but please be mindful of that. Don't let things, emotions, newly found information to destabilize you. Just wait for the full picture, because it looks like in the month to come you will have access to information that you didn't have access until now. Work on yourself, believe and trust the process that it will get you where you need to go. Make sure to communicate openly, honestly and directly to everyone that you have in your life. And don't forget to take care of yourself, obviously, with the door to personal healing and happiness. And that's about it, group 1. Thank you so much for joining. I do hope this helped. Please take with you only what resonates, leave the rest behind, because it doesn't serve you any purpose. So please remember that this is a pick a card reading, and it's a general one. It's not a personal reading. If it doesn't fully resonate, you can leave the rest behind. I would love to hear it from you in the comment section down below, or leave a like, share, subscribe to my channel. It would help me immensely with the algorithm. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye. Hello group 2, welcome to your reading. I'm Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and I am super happy to see you joining us. If you chose this Dendritic Limestone crystal and or the White Fly Tarot, this message is for you. Let's see what you can expect in the month to come. But also please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. I am not qualified to offer any financial, legal or medical advice. This message is a general one. It's for the collective, and it will not resonate 100% with all of you. If it doesn't, just leave the rest. Choose whatever works in your situation at the moment, and you can return at a later date. You can also choose another pile. You can choose another video, another tarot reader. You can book a personal reading with myself or any of my wonderful colleagues. So you have options. You don't have to make this message fit for you 100%. Let's see. Group 2. Also make sure, not make sure, you're allowed to do whatever you want, obviously. But it kind of feels like there are messages in the group 1 part of the video that kind of felt felt right for you as well. So maybe check pile 1 as well. Let's see, group 2. For your focus, you have the 10 of Cups. I would say some of you are very focused on achieving that that happiness, that fulfillment in terms of family, in terms of loving, lasting relationships, things that are very healthy emotionally, and that seems to be your focus. What you need to let go of is this Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is a very, how should I put it, very confident, very assertive queen. You needing to let go of this energy of being so very self-sufficient to the point of aggressiveness. This is what you need to let go of, because if your focus is to achieve the 10 of Cups, is to achieve fulfillment, emotional fulfillment and happiness and love, wanting things to go your way all the time and to have total control over things is not necessarily the way to achieve that. It may rub people the wrong way, let's call it that, right? It's okay to know what you want and who you are and how to achieve that, but achieving the 10 of Cups is a collaboration game, let's call it like that. It's a card. The 10 of Cups is a card of family. You can see here this unicorn tells you that of that very special connection, almost to the point of myth and legend. And if you want to achieve that myth and legend, it's not really achievable but by being ruthless and determined on your way. Okay, you might get there, but sometimes you need less friction if you want to achieve what you want to achieve. In terms of what's the supporting energy, you have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is always about that manifestation of the incipient force. So think of someone who's very eager to get somewhere and to learn everything that they need to learn to achieve the next stage and the next stage and the next stage. The Page of Pentacles, as you can see here, he's at the bottom of a staircase, right? This is your supporting energy. You know you want to get this 10 of Cups energy, so you're starting slow and steady, because slow and steady wins the race. Yes, sometimes you might go into this Queen of Wands energy, but this is just a reminder not to let this energy take away your focus, because you need to get here and you need to go step by step. In terms of what other opportunities you might have in the month ahead, you have this beautiful Four of Swords. This is a reminder that you need to take care of yourself. You need to practice self-love and self-care and self-reserve. If you think the outside world is too unbearable and it's too much for you, you are allowed to take a breather. You're allowed to take a step back and relax on your own and not give too much of yourself to others. What challenges you might face, you have the Six of Cups. This is a card of the past. This is a card of nostalgia. In this particular position, I think this serves as a reminder that we sometimes view the past with rose-tinted glasses, hence the pink color of the card. Look at the swing. It swings in the with the wind, even though there's no one there. This is how memories work, right? Sometimes we remind ourselves of a distant memory just because we have this smell present in our lives, or we've seen a fruit that we haven't eaten in ages, or you've listened to a song that you've listened to with someone else, and that's how memory works, right? The challenge is to not let yourself be overcome with this energy, because your focus is achieving fulfillment now, and it doesn't look like there are people attached to the cards. But when I try to clarify the Ten of Cups, you have the Two of Cups, which is a card of unconditional love, perfect match, perfect partner. This is what you're looking for. This is your focus right now. Maybe I don't know, I'm just speculating here, but I hear some of you are on dating apps right now. Don't forget your focus and have patience, because you need to get to the Ten of Cups by meeting a lot of people. Yes, some people are luckier and they find the perfect match in the first 5 minutes on the app, and that's it. They get married and they're happily ever after. But not all of us have the same luck. So be mindful of that. Take your time, be patient. Don't compromise when it comes to what you want, and also don't let your pride and ego dictate how the things should go, because people are who they are and we are not here to change them. I don't know for who this message was, but if it's for you, if you date with the purpose of getting married, and the people you meet on dates are not necessarily who you want them to be, don't try to change them. They are who they are, and you are who you are. You can go on a date and recognize that actually we're not meant to be together, and that's it. That's okay, that's fine. You don't need to force your opinions or your lifestyle onto others. Again, that's because of that Queen of Wands. It makes me feel like sometimes you're too aggressive, and she's clarified by the Temperance card. Temperance card also a card of Sagittarius, a card I associate the Queen of Wands with. So this is a reminder that when you get into that overdrive, into that very aggressive, very self-assertive energy, remind yourself to plug out from I'm not sure if that's how you say it, but don't let yourself hooked onto the machine that creates that energy, that fiery energy, that usually it's a really nice energy to hold on to, but in this case you cannot use it to transform others the way you want them to be. Let's see, let's clarify the Page of Pentacles. You might be a Sagittarius or another fire sign, but not necessarily. You might just have fire in your chart. Also, you might experience some dizziness. I just saw a stair, a circular stair, so a spiral stair, I'm sorry. Just be mindful of that. If you're not feeling well, take a couple of days off. Okay, the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Swords. This this supporting energy of the Page of Pentacles, as I said, it is a card of manifestation and learning, but coupled with the Knight of Swords, which is a card of communication. It's a card of focus and determination. Very strong energies. I can see in your cards. Lots of water, and actually there's a lot of balance. Yes, you have more water than everything else, but it's a good kind of embracing your emotional side. It's a good kind of accepting the fact that you have a heart and a soul, and they can lead you where you need to go. Let's see what other opportunities you might have. Let's clarify the Four of Swords, clarified by the Three of Swords. Again, with this, I tie this with the Queen of Wands and Temperance. Your stubbornness to achieve something in a specific way might cause you this pain and this heartbreak. Please be mindful of the fact that sometimes we don't get what we want, and we have to accept what is being given to us in whatever shape and form. And sometimes after a heartbreak, all you can do is get some rest. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Clarified by the Moon. I was just looking at the moon here, at the symbol, because it's ruling this card. Remind yourself of the fact that you don't have the full picture, you don't know everything, and you have to have patience for things to be uncovered in front of you. This is your challenge. Remind yourself not to be hooked on the past and not to be stuck there, and also acknowledge the fact that you might not have the full picture for what you want. Let's see, what do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? Let's see, group 2. Treasure Island first. I think you need to build yourself a safety net, safety island, and retreat there when things get rough, when things don't go as planned. Kind of get the same impression as with the Four of Swords. This is a treasure island surrounded by water, and this Four of Swords is a person in bed surrounded by water but protected by swords. See? So build yourself a sanctuary, group 2, and lick your wounds there. And we also have 33. So please be mindful of that. I will shuffle a couple more tarot cards for you. I want to see how's your love, career, and finances in the month to come. Let's see. I've seen the Hierophant, I don't know, and the Star. Hierophant and the Star. This is a wish come true and a very traditional path. You have the Six of Pentacles for your love. Okay. You have the King of Wands. Interesting. For your career. And for your finances, you have the Chariot and the Four of Cups. What does this tell me for your love situation with the Six of Pentacles? You also have the Six of Cups, Ten of Cups, and Two of Cups. You're growing into this person that tries to find balance in the emotional response that they are offering to the person in their life. This is a card of giving and receiving. This is a card of reciprocity. This is a card of balance, and it looks like this is what you're looking for. In terms of your career, you have the King of Wands. This is a very assertive energy. You also have the Queen of Wands. They are divine counterparts. And with the Temperance, again, I am kind of intent to say you might be a Sagittarius or any of the fire signs, trying to assert dominance in one area or the other. So please be mindful of that. You are viewed as very wise and very determined, very inspiring person, but also you can fall into the trap of being very tyrannical at times. In terms of your finances, something really fast is coming your way, but you might reject this with this Four of Cups. It might not suit your needs at this moment, so you might reject what's coming your way. I don't know, maybe a proposal, a promotion, a pay rise, something like that, an investment maybe, but you don't feel very comfortable with it. Potentially offered by someone who's a Cancer. Okay, at the bottom of this deck, you have boundaries and family. This is very important to you. I think that's where the fire energy comes from, and the Ten of Cups energy as well. Let's see, one last piece of advice, please, for group 2. Too many cards. I'm just going to show them to you. You have Justice, Grieving, and Dreams. But if they show up again, I will keep them. Okay, well, that's a piece of advice, please, for group 2. You have psychic abilities. This came up for group 1 as well. As I said, kind of feel like similar energies, but coming from different points in their lives. Trust the process and trust that you are going where you need to go. Psychic abilities also ruled by the moon, so allow yourself to be connected to your intuition. Pay more attention to your dreams, to synchronicities, because you have 11, 22, and 33. So pay attention to synchronicities as well. It looks like it is a time when you need to be more in tune with your guides. Let's see, one last piece of advice, please, for group 2. Okay. You get Ancient Sight, Sage. Sage, again, that secret wisdom that you get with the psychic abilities. Make sure that you're connected to the moon. Make sure you're connected to your ancestors. Make sure you are open to the message that's being sent to you at this moment, and don't reject it, don't dismiss it, embrace it as it is, because it's probably something you need to hear. That's all I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for joining. I do hope this helped. Please take whatever resonates with you and leave the rest behind. If it doesn't resonate, just watch another video, watch another pile, watch another tarot reader, or drop tarot altogether whatsoever, whatever works for you. And do remember that you have free will. If you like this video, please leave a comment in the section down below. If you want to contact me, my details are in the description box. And thank you so much, and I do hope to see you in another video. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and this is your reading for the month ahead. If you chose this beautiful Rhodonite palm crystal or the Mystic Mondays Tarot, this message is for you. Please remember that this is for entertainment purposes only, and I am not qualified to give any financial, legal, or medical advice. This is a general reading. It might not fully resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, just don't force the message, because maybe this is not the time when you need to hear it. If you need to choose another group, you're free to do so. And as always, do remember that you have free will. Okay, group 3, you're very, very talkative and want to get straight to the point. Start off with the 9 of Pentacles as the current energies. What you need to let go is the 4 of Wands. What supports you in the month ahead is the King of Pentacles. The Princess of Swords is the opportunities in the month ahead. And one last card for the challenges, please. You have the 5 of Cups. Okay, let me rearrange the cards a bit so they can all fit on my table nicely. In terms of the current energy, you have the 9 of Pentacles, right? As you can see, the 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence. It is a card of peak abundance. It's a card that showcases the most achieved energy in the deck, maybe behind the Empress, but that's a different thing. You don't have any majors in your reading, so this is a transitional phase. I'm sorry for that. And you're embracing this change. I see you very growing confidently in this energy of power, because you also have the King of Pentacles in the supporting energy position here. What you need to let go of is the need for structure. But for some of you, because you also have the 9 of Pentacles, a card that talks about independence in a very I'm a strong, independent, whatever way. This also might mean that there's a very traditional belief that you need to let go of in terms of how you perceive romantic relationships. You might need to spend some time on your own, stop being so focused on having partners of a certain I don't know, look, feel, economic background, I don't know, you name it, something that's very traditional and you need to let go of. Maybe even for you, the notion of marriage is something you don't fully resonate with, but you don't feel like you can let go of. So you're working your way through understanding how this actually makes you feel, because you're not fully comfortable with, I don't know, getting married, but you're also not fully comfortable with being independent and alone, because for some people independence equals loneliness, and that's not the case. You can be strong and independent, you can be strong and in a relationship, you can be in a relationship and be lonely. There are multiple aspects of this situation. With the supporting energies here with the King of Pentacles, this is a very strong energy, strong, reliable energy. This is earth energy, so think of people who are grounded, Taurus, Capricorns, Virgos, people who are really good with money. Maybe you grow into this person because you're trying to build your abundance here with the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're embodying this. Sorry. Ever since I started filming your reading group 3, there's something wrong with my voice. So maybe you need to pay attention to the way you're communicating things, because yes, on the outside you look very strong, very accomplished, very committed to your path, but maybe you're not communicating things properly, right? And what other opportunities you might have? You have this Princess of Swords. She talks about being able to see opportunities and forge them for yourself in ways that not many others can see them. Look at her, how she's holding the sword and illuminating things with it, because sometimes the power of thought, the power of speech can open doors that weren't even there. Where there's a wall, now you can see a door because you've created it with your power, basically. In terms of your challenges, you have this Five of Cups. This talks about regret. This talks about looking into the past and not paying attention to the present or to what the future might hold, because you're too busy being stuck somewhere where it's comfortable. Let's see. Let's clarify these cards for group 3. Okay, the King of Swords, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. A strong masculine energy from your reading. You don't have to be a man. You can be anything you want to be. I'm just saying you give off very strong, ambitious, grounded, silent type of energy. Clarifying the Four of Wands, you have the World. Clarifying the King of Pentacles, you have the Three of Pentacles, hard work, obviously. Very fitting for King of Pentacles. Clarifying the Princess of Swords, I apologize for the noise, the Queen of Cups. And clarifying the Five of Cups, we have, the Fool. Okay. This paints a very interesting picture. The King of Swords, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. This is an energy of integrity, is an energy of high morality. A king that's very fair, very determined, very focused, but also very decisive. It looks like your focus is to maintain the path you're in. With this Nine of Pentacles, you're on this path of growing your wealth, growing yourself, and being practically untouched by everything else. The World, clarifying the Four of Wands, that's the energy that you need to let go of. The World means an ending of a cycle, an accomplishment sometimes, as is the Four of Wands. They both signify some sort of fulfillment in a way. However, because you need to let go of this energy, your need of control, your need of stability, your need of, don't know, safety, because the 4 is a very stable number. Now is the time you need to let go of this. It is the time when you close the door on that chapter, close that cycle, and move on to the next one. Clarifying the King of Pentacles, you have the 3 of Pentacles. This is the supporting energy. You might be very focused on your job, on your money, on your career, on progressing, on acquiring wealth again, because this is a very similar energy to the 9 of Pentacles in terms of what other opportunities you might have. You have the Princess of Swords clarified by the Queen of Cups. It's not only the power of the intellect, it's also the power of emotion. And it's kind of fun because you almost have all the elements here. You have the Wands, the Pentacles, the Swords, and the Cups right now. This is an opportunity where you can display both your sharp wit and fast thinking and efficient communication skills, but also how your emotions can help you achieve what you want to achieve, because this Queen of Cups is here to say, yes, I'm emotional and vulnerable, but that's my strength. In terms of what's the challenge that you may face in the month to come, as I said, you have the 5 of Cups clarified by the Fool. The 5 of Cups talks about being stuck in the past and not being able to move on. But the Fool clarifying this is a reminder that you need to take that leap of faith. You need to leave the past behind and lead the light that you want to lead at this moment, and not being stuck in the past in a situation that's not here anymore. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? What do you need to pay attention to if you need to overcome your challenges, Group 3? To the sea. That's that Queen of Cups energy. But maybe some of you will travel or go on a holiday to the sea, or take a boat somewhere and travel for a bit. Maybe that's what's it about. Or with the World here signaling an ending, and this nice sunset here. Maybe this is an ending too, because to the sea, it's just transitioning into a different place, energy, situation, work, relationship, you name it. And what else? The tribe. It's funny because I was just thinking that you have a lot of figures in your reading. So you have the King of Pentacles, the Queen, the Princess of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Swords. And the Fool can be interpreted as a figure in this reading. You have people around you that support your growth and are happy to help you in whichever way you need and want. And you can be appreciative of that because your tribe is always here. And also it's really interesting because you have number 7, which is to the sea, and then you have number 8 with the tribe, and it's a very an image that reminds me of the desert. And first of all, you have 7 and 8, which is an evolution, and second of all, you go from the sea to the desert. And this is a reminder that you can there are no limits for your growth. There are no limits for your evolution. If that's what you want, you can be in one place today and in another place tomorrow. If that's what you choose, this is how you will achieve it. Let's see. What do you need to pay attention to if you want your dreams to come true? What do you need to pay attention to, group 3, if you want your dreams to come true? Broken heart. Interesting. You have the 5 of Cups, the broken heart, the 4 of Wands that you need to let go of, the World ending a cycle, and the Fool starting over again. You being very independent, very focused on your material world, but at the same time, if you want your dreams to come true, you need to heal your broken heart. What else do you need to pay attention to? Carrying connections. It doesn't have to be romantic. Remember that the Queen of Cups wears her emotions on the sleeve. Remember that you have a tribe that cares for you and supports you, and you don't have to feel romantic love if you need love in your life. You can experience friendship, family, even work colleagues can love you. I'm going to get you a couple more cards to see how is your love, career, and finances in the month to come. Group 3. How are the love, career, and finances for group 3 in the month to come? How are the love, career, and finances? Okay, what flipped here? Okay, doesn't look too bad. In terms of love, you have the 8 of Swords. You're very much in your head. You're very there's a fear attached to it, to you, and with this broken heart here, I can understand the fear, but it's a self-limitation that you imposed on yourself. This is not the proper breathing ground for love. You're very much stuck into your head, into your own anxiety and fears, and you're not open to allow love into your life. But do remember that people love you, people care for you, and they are ready to support you in whichever way you need them to do. And also, I just realized I have 7, 8, 9, again another progression here. For your career, you have the Death card. Some of you might have the support of a Scorpio, but that's obviously not representative for everyone. Some of you might transform your careers, your optic in terms of what you need to do if you want to achieve what you want to achieve. And I don't know why I keep hearing this. You might step over bodies to achieve what you want to achieve. So some of you might become very ruthless because you desperately want to achieve something in a specific way. If that's your energy, nothing I can do to sway you otherwise, but do remember that karma is a thing and you always have free will. Sometimes it feels like you cannot prevent things you will do, but you always can. And if the outcome isn't positive, it's your choice if you want to continue, but the universe always repays you. In terms of money, you have the 2 of Wands. This is a card of careful planning. There might be a decision you need to take at some point. You might find yourself at a crossroads with this 2 of Wands energy here, and you might have to choose one option over the other. Let's see, one last piece of advice for group 3, please. One last piece of advice. Okay. Life purpose. maybe now's the time to meditate on your life purpose rather than following the money blindly. One last piece of advice. Okay, you got this poised stardust and cosmos. I'm going to get the book and read you from it if I can find it. Sorry, this is not in alphabetical order, so it might take me some time to find it. But I'm trying my best. No, not the same. Did I miss anything? No. Bear with me, please. It would have been helpful if there was some kind of order or numbers. So cosmos is poised stardust, a sweeping call for balance. In spite of appearances, there is always symmetry, from the smallest certain cell to the most vaporous of worry. Be daunted by disorder and then enraptured by its antithesis. The number is 32 and I cannot see it here. So that's your message, group 3. I hope this helped. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. If nothing resonates, don't force the message. This means it's not for you, not right now. And you can come at a later date and see how you feel about it. In the meantime, if you can, please leave a like, share, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment. That would help me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate that. And if you want to contact me, the details are in the description box down below. I am Michaela from Tarot Rebel. I'm super happy to see you joining us, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye! Hello group 4, welcome to your reading. I'm Michaela from Tarot Rebel, and this is your reading for the month ahead. If you chose this beautiful Snowflake Obsidian or the Transient Light Tarot deck, this message will be for you. This is a new tarot deck. I've reviewed it a couple of weeks ago. You can find a video on my channel. So if you want to see more of this deck, this is a timeless reading and it's made for entertainment purposes only. I'm not qualified to offer any financial, legal, or medical advice. If the message doesn't fully resonate with you, you can choose another group, another video, another tarot reader. You can book a personal reading with someone, not necessarily me, and have a personalized reading if that's what you need. This is a general collective reading. So let's see group 4. Let's see where we are with you. Okay, what's in your focus? The Ace of Swords. You're contemplating new ideas. You're looking for new options, for inspiration, for breakthroughs in communication. Let's see, what do you need to let go of? 6 of Swords. Kind of looks like you are or were in a transitional period and you're trying to close off that chapter. Maybe this is why your focus is the Ace of Swords. What supports you in the current energy? You have the 3 of Wands. Beautiful energy. This is an energy of exploration. This is an energy of action. Taking action to go where you want to go, to get where you need to be, right? What other opportunities you might have? You have the Keeper of Coins. This is the equivalent of the Queen of Coins. So it seems like you might have an option to either inhabit this energy, which is a very gentle, generous kind energy. It's an energy of having everyone else's back, being very resourceful, very kind, very not necessarily vulnerable, but with a quiet strength attached to it. Let's see. And what challenges you might face, group 4. You have the Champion of Vessels, the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. This is a very playful energy in a way. It's also a bit flirty, a bit irrational. It talks about following your heart. You might have trouble following your heart, and I kind of see why. You're very much in your head. You would like to take action into a certain direction, and you appreciate being grounded and having the material world at least in an organized state. Emotionally, I don't think you allow yourself to be as free as you want to be. You might not allow yourself to be open and vulnerable with your emotions, and this is why it may be a bit difficult for you to inhabit the energy of the Champion of the Vessels. Let's see, let's clarify your cards. Group 4. Okay, clarifying the Ace of Swords, you have the Lovers. This is an option, a decision you need to make. You might have something to choose. For the Six of Swords, you have the Apprentice of Swords, which is the equivalent of the Page. This transitional period, I think you want to let go of, but I get the impression that you're stuck in it because you're overthinking things. In a way, that's not necessarily bad. It's just sometimes you spend too much being overly vigilant and over-examining patterns, situations, words, conclusions that you've gotten to, behaviors of others, and it keeps you on that bridge. You're not crossing it either way. It keeps you on the bridge, not managing to finish that transformation, not managing to bring yourself to become the butterfly. You're still in the cocoon phase because you have overthink things so much to this extent that you haven't allowed yourself to move into a direction or the other. So you need to let go of this tight grip on perception that you have. Let's see, clarifying the Three of Wands, we have the Defender. This is the traditional Emperor card. Interesting choice for the Three of Wands, which is, as I said, a card of planning, a card of foresight, clarified by the Defender, which again is a card of structure and leadership. Maybe now is a time to give your energy towards that. This is strong Aries, very strong sign, very, very stubborn at times, but maybe this stubbornness can be perceived as perseverance today. It can be perceived as leadership qualities in this situation. So this is your supporting energy at this moment. Let's see, group 4, what else we have for the Keeper of Coins. What other opportunities we have for you, group 4. Six of Wands. Whatever you decide in terms of this groundness, this material achievement that you want to get to, it will be successful. The Six of Wands is a proof of that. Your actions, your plan, your execution, they will be rewarded, they will be acknowledged, they will be celebrated and admired by your peers, your friends, your family, your whomever. Let's see. Let's clarify the challenges for you, group 4. Let's clarify the champion of vessels. Clarify the champion of vessels. You have the 5 of coins. So, kind of makes sense now. You don't allow yourself to go with the flow, to express yourself emotionally, because you feel like you're always at risk of isolation. You're at risk of loss, at risk of despair. The 5 of coins is a card of loss. It is a card of feeling unprotected, feeling like it's you against the world. So this is your challenge. You need to let go of this fear that seems to consume you, this need of you to over-rationalize everything, and you need to take things as they come. You have the tools you need. You seem to be very much appreciated by your peers. You seem to have amazing ideas, very fruitful. However, I get the impression that your execution is paralyzed by fear. So you need to let go of that. Let's ask the oracle cards. What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? Oops, too many cards. I'm just going to take a look, see what fell down. We have higher power, which is number 4 again, serendipity, and unfinished symphony. I will put them back and shuffle again, because there are too many of them. What you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? You have mending, the Keeper of Coins is also a card of being connected with the people in your tribe, let's call it that. The Queen of Coins, actually, she is a very nurturing energy. As I said, very generous, very protective of her own, very grounded, very stable, very fruitful and abundant energy. So work on that, group 4. And what else we have for you? What do you need to pay attention to if you want to overcome your challenges? You have loyal heart. Again, speaks to me about that Keeper of Coins energy that you need to remind yourself of. You need to stop being stuck in your head and maybe lead with your heart. Follow your heart, lead with it, and great success will come your way. What do you need to pay attention to if you want your dreams to come true? Let's see before. What do we have for you? Man holding a coin. This is the male counterpart of the Keeper of Coins. What do you need to pay attention to if you want your dreams to come true? And I got cornucopia for you. There's a lot of success and abundance and prosperity in your material world. However, you seem to be stuck in your head. So maybe connect with people at an emotional level. Be your caring, loving self, and material gains will follow, because this is how the universe works. You give something and you receive something else. if you don't give anything, emotional, material, intellectual, you won't be able to receive anything because you don't create that exchange with the universe. So be your loving self and be your generous, nurturing self and offer things to people. I'm just going to use another tarot deck to see how your love, career, and finances will be in the month to come. So for your love situation, you have the Emperor, which you have twice now. For your career, you have the Page of Swords, which again you have twice now. Apprentice of Swords, the Page of Swords. And for your money, you have the Four of Pentacles. Okay. For your love situation with this Emperor, again, you might look for guidance from someone who's basically a father figure. It doesn't have to be a father, but someone who you perceive as being an authority, a leader, someone who's very strong-willed, someone who's very fair, very stable, very organized, someone who you have great admiration for. They might be an Aries, but they don't have to be. So it doesn't really matter what sign they are. In terms of your career, you have the Page of Swords. I find it funny because you have the Page of Swords here, Page of Swords here, and then you have the Emperor here. So they are kind of zigzag and mashed and in diagonal. So it's a really nice mirroring of the cards. What was I saying? So for your career, you have the Page of Swords, right? This Page of Swords is a very inquisitive mind. It is a very very careful energy, but very focused at the same time, looking for inspiration, looking for that spark of creativity, of new ideas, looking for new things to learn, new things to achieve, that enthusiasm of the scholar, right? So you might find yourself at work that a new training is being offered to you, and you will jump on it and do the training, and you will achieve some I don't know, find a new certification, new thing you like, a new thing you enjoy doing. So it will bring you a lot of career progression in the future. In terms of your finances, you have the Four of Pentacles. And as I said before, man holding a coin, and this Four of Pentacles holding the coin as well. This is a card of selfishness in a way. I see you holding your wealth very close to you, but as I mentioned before, you need to share it with others. And it's not just the money, it's your time, it's your resources, your ideas, your laughter, maybe a glass of water. You can share so much with others that's not necessarily material, but because of that, the universe will repay you accordingly, because you are your generous self. Okay, group 4, I will ask for one last piece of advice before my voice gives in. Let's see, what's the advice for group 4? We have reconciliation. With mending, loyal heart, and reconciliation, maybe there's sorry, something that you need to think of. Maybe there's a situation that requires your open heart and your vulnerability to lead the way to reconciliation. So think of that. What else do you have for group 4, please? Okay, you have merriment, eye bright. Maybe this is a time where you can bring people together and enjoy your time with them. That's all I have for you, group 4. I do hope this was a good reading. I would love to hear it from you in the comment section down below. If you have any ideas, any comments, any suggestions, any questions, anything, you can leave them in the comment section down below. It would mean the world to me. Also, if you can please like, share, subscribe to my channel, share this with your friends. That would also be very much appreciated. And please remember, you're the master of your own destiny, and you can choose every day where you want to go. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Kayla from Tarot Rebel, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye!